I chose the place carefully. Not too expensive, but not casual either. Somewhere that felt like an effort without looking like I was trying too hard. I booked the table myself, paid the deposit a week in advance, even arrived early to make sure everything was right. For a moment, just a small one, I thought it might go differently this time. That maybe if I controlled the setting, the tone would follow. It started fine. Drinks came. Menace opened. My mom commented on the lighting. My dad asked the waiter a few unnecessary questions. Normal. Then my cousin came up. She just bought her third property, my dad said, not looking at anyone in particular. Smart investments, I nodded. That's good, I said. Then he looked at me. You still renting that room? It wasn't aggressive, just placed there. Yeah, I said. No explanation followed. I didn't offer one. My mom laughed lightly, like she was softening something. We tell people you're in tech, she said. It sounds better. I looked at her. I am in tech, I said. She waved it off. You know what I mean? I did. The conversation didn't stop. It just shifted direction, toward me. My sister leaned over slightly, already unlocking her phone. Wait, she said, smiling. Didn't you say your account was low? Before I could respond, she turned the screen outward. My bank app. I didn't even remember when she'd seen it. Negative 52, she read out loud. That's impressive, she laughed. Screenshot this, she added, half joking, half not. My brother actually pulled out his phone. Something in me expected a correction, someone to say, that's enough. No one did. Instead, my brother leaned back, studying me like I'd become something abstract. Remember when you were gifted? He said. I didn't answer. Like teachers always talking about your potential, he continued. Now you're just. He didn't finish the sentence. He didn't need to. I noticed then how easy it was for them. How fluid, like this version of me, had been agreed on long before tonight. The food arrived. Plates filled the table. No one paused. They kept talking over it. My dad wiped his hands, then said it like it was part of the evening's updates. We're changing the will. I looked up. Everything's going to your siblings, he added. It makes more sense. I didn't react. You just wasted on rent, he said, almost casually. There was a moment, small, almost invisible, where I felt something tighten in my chest. Not anger, not even embarrassment. Just recognition that this wasn't a conversation, it was a conclusion. Dessert came. I hadn't ordered it. They had. My dad raised his glass. Let's toast, he said. Everyone followed. To our biggest disappointment. There was laughter, not forced, not awkward, just shared. Glasses clinked. Right above me. I smiled not for them, just because it felt like the only thing left to do that didn't belong to the moment. I paid the bill at the counter. No one offered. I didn't expect them to. The total was higher than I'd planned. I didn't check my balance. I already knew what it would say. That night, I didn't go home immediately. I sat in my car for a while. No music, no phone, just the quiet after something finishes. I didn't replay what they said. I didn't need to. It had been clear. Consistent compete. When I finally picked up my phone, I made 3 calls, not emotional ones, not reactive, just necessary. The first was to a contact I'd been working with quietly for months, someone who understood systems better than people. The second was to a legal office, a conversation I'd postponed more than once. The third was to a client who had been waiting for me to confirm something I hadn't committed to yet. That night, I committed. I didn't tell my family anything. There was nothing to tell. The next 20 days were quiet. Not empty, just focused paperwork, transfers, decisions that didn't require anyone else's approval, things I had delayed because I thought I needed to stabilize first. It turned out I just needed to stop waiting. The first message came early. My sister. Call me. Something's wrong. I didn't respond. Then my dad. We need to talk. Then my brother. What did you do? By the end of the day, there were dozens. Then more. Voicemails. Messages. Missed calls stacking on top of each other. It wasn't dramatic. No single event. Just a series of things that had been quietly connected, disconnecting. Accounts they assumed would remain accessible, weren't processes they didn't know existed, stopped. Responsibilities they thought were automatic, required input they didn't have. They weren't calling to apologize. Not at first. They were trying to understand, then trying to fix, then eventually asking. By day 20, there were over 100 messages, different tones. Please answer. We didn't realize. This is urgent. My mom's messages changed the most. Less about the situation, more about me. Are you okay? We didn't mean it like that. I read them. All of them, not quickly. Just when they came, I didn't feel satisfaction or revenge, just a kind of distance, like I was finally standing outside something I had been inside for too long. When I finally responded, it was short. I'm not available. No explanation, no conditions. The messages didn't stop immediately, but they slowed because urgency doesn't last when it isn't answered. I didn't go back, not to fix it, not to explain, not to correct what they said that night. They had been clear about who I was. I just stopped trying to prove them wrong. And somewhere in that silence, something shifted, not for them. For me,